Guys, it's Josh, and I just want to talk about something I always want to talk about, but I never did because I thought it would perhaps offend people in a big way or some bullshit like that. And because I kind of took care before, I was like, alright, I'm not gonna try to offend anybody with that. But let's get right into it. So, my problem, because I don't play Celtic Heroes much, and now there's the reason why. So in my free time, I'm also like a part-time barkeep. I do this like on a mini job base to just fill up my pockets a little bit more and just overload them a little more and to have like something to do, which is quite important. Because if you don't do anything, you'll just be stuck and you'll just be so bored and annoyed of yourself. So that kind of pisses me off. Anyways, I also do go to the gym, I get my workouts done, I get my muscles grow, and I also have a girlfriend, and then I have hobbies like flying as a pilot and all this shit. So that's like what is taking up a whole bunch of time. And as I joined Eponer, so we had something going on. Like it was something that would just go on. It was like the clan anarchy and everything. Everything was fun at some point. And what I didn't see in the clan anarchy was that there were like several groups in that clan who would just hang out together and bullshit like that. So just there, like at the schoolyard, you'd have like those guys chill with these guys and shit like that, and blah and blah and blah. And that kind of caused the clan to fail, and it was like why I left very early, I'd say, after like a year of playing, I left that clan because it actually just didn't feel like the right clan anymore, and it got kind of lame. So yeah, I actually went the wrong way to this fucking boss, like fuck that bullshit. But anyway, so that was just why I left Anarchy at some point, because there was so much clan intern drama and bullshit going on, so I left that clan. And it kind of turned out to be like a rest clan right now. It's not like it's strong as it was, but I mean, it's okay, but it's like, I mean, I don't really see the clan take often, except on a few members that like don't find any other clan. So yeah. Well, this is not a critic point about the clan, to be honest. This is not a rant about a clan or anything. Like I don't want to offend people with that shit, but the real reason why I don't play Celtic Heroes much, and that is just because on Epona we do have like a scheduled kill for Gelebron, like at a several game time and a several time zone for those who can't log in that time zone, shit like this, to make it fair and all that bullshit. And we also have like set rules to who rolls what on that boss and shit. So yeah, that's just partly why I don't play, because with that scheduled time plan, actually it was such a cool thing in the first place. And I really was so happy. I was like, alright, I'm gonna get some Galebron kills and shit in that time, and I'm gonna be like sleepy in that time, all that fucking bullshit. But then it turns out that the whole thing was rigged. It was so bullshitty as rigged. I mean, I don't know what, but I just went to the place from Gillebron. I waited there for like minutes to start, like almost 30 minutes all the time till they would start the fight. And I couldn't go anywhere else on the next day because I was so fucking sleepy. Like I just felt back to sleep half an hour every half an hour, and it just didn't feel right. Like it's time, it's important. It's my lifetime I wasted on those bosses. And I say wasted for a reason. So why do I say wasted? Because wasted is actually like you go to that boss and you basically roll for a setup class, like I'd be Rogue. Right now I would like to change it to Warrior, but it's not possible because he don't have EDL, which is a fair rule, okay? It's fair. But I'd even go that far and say that if you roll a certain class, you most likely are not gonna win anything. Well, that was what I thought when I rolled Rogue, and because I recently came back to playing Celtic Heroes on a regular base, so like I'd log for like 2 or 3 hours a week. Like that's just the time I spend on it right now. Don't get me wrong, if I go beta testing, it's gonna be more because like betas are actually quite fun. So yeah, anyways, let's just keep going with that topic. And so yeah, in the end, it just turns out that all the time you go to Gelebron and you win something after coming back from like a very inactive phase, you will actually get like a lot of hate. and that's just what I got. I won the poor drop, which is like the shit you need for Dodge school armor, and I won another, a Sega, like a conflux of Sega or some bullshit, which is also needed for Dodge school. And people, like, I don't know, it's hard to tell, but they PM'd me right after the fight that I just got lucky and stuff like this, and that was kind of like it was kind of okay because like there were like, a lot of friends who told me that like I got lucky and I'm a lucky asshole and shit. But then there were people they didn't use any like smileys or some shit. They were just like hating. Like I wouldn't even play. The drop's gonna be wasted if I don't sell it and some bullshit. And I ended up selling the drop because I was like, I don't want to like be like the guy that's just everyone says it's a wasted account. I mean, look at my equip right now. You see like the Shadow Helm, like a Galibron dagger and some shit, like some of this shit, like all this nice bullshit here and there, and you just I wouldn't call myself wasted except for I don't have the ideal offhand because like I don't give a shit about it, like I don't really go to camp because it's fucking boring. Like I mean, I got better things to do in my time, and I don't complain about it either. So like, it's just casual for me to not have it. I will get it one time, but it's just in time. So the problems I just stated below are like the reason why I don't really like play much because I lately feel like Celtic Heroes turned out to be like a second job or some shit like this because we have like so much people all the time. I would log in closely to Galebron time or Proteus time. They would just PM me and spam me that I need to come to this boss and shit like this. And if I want to be active again, come to this boss executive, come here, come there, come here, come there. And well, fuck that. Like, I mean, most likely the half of these guys they just have me in their friends list for I don't know what. Like I don't know what reason. Like what do you want to spot with that? Like they never talk to me except when they want to call me to like a boss. So that makes like partly no sense. And yes, simple as it is, like really just as simple as it is, it's just like it doesn't feel right to like play the game um and just get like spammed. Like it's not like one guy would write me like come to here, come to there. Like for the most times it's people like Gunford, which is also like a great opponent player, and he's like a friend, and I asked him once to always tell me when there's boss up and shit because I don't really look into those groups on WeChat because like there's a lot of bullshit in there. I mean, the Proteus and Gelebron group we made, what the fuck is going on here? I sometimes look in that shit, like look how these guys are hidden behind the tree, like that's kind of awkward. But well, that's really awkward. I find these guys here. But anyways, so yeah, that's just the random bullshit. Like it's just what's going on in Celtic Heroes right now, and like how I feel. It's just like really like a job. Just it just makes no sense. Like come on. And yes, I always say to people on the forums, like if they hate about Celtic Heroes, if you don't like the game, don't play it. Well, that's not the problem. I do like the game, I just don't like how several things are set up on Epawner. And now I'm not gonna leave Epawner because I think the majority of players are really awesome and nice guys and like nice humans, you know? It's just a lot of nice human beings on here. But the jerk section, I mean, I wanna be honest with you guys, I also was one of those jerks. I was an arena jerk, like I didn't give a crap about something. That was because I don't know why something pushed me, boosted me because I never had like the good gear I have right now before, and I was like, okay, I can use this for my advantage. And because I'm like a very good PvP guy, well, I used to be very good at PvP. I just use it for my advantage, and I kind of like just abused the whole system. You know what I mean? And they kind of made me too nasty, and people were like kind of mad. So yeah, as well as there's always some jelliness in here and there. And yeah, it's just it's just a game. Like I mean, honestly, there's always gonna be jelly people, but it's okay. So I really just got tired of all this stress in the game, and that's why I really always like I just play for some little time. And the time I play, I for example force down these shitty ass areas. Well, I won't call them shitty, but I really don't like the other word anymore. To get some orbs. I mean, what the fuck's this guy attacking like sandy bosses? Bullshit. No, it isn't. But anyways, so yeah, it's kind of like pissing me off. Just the time, it's just pissing off. So yeah, I don't really like play that much, but generally I really did like the old engine. It's just what kept me playing. It was like the game you log into like after school and shit. and you just hop on whilst you're in the bus. It was so fucking insane. It was so fucking awesome to play at that time. But I mean, it still is awesome to play, but it just got like much more real, if you guys know what I mean. Like much more like of an actual MMORPG, which you're gonna be like forced to play all the time and shit. So it's kind of awkward and weird at the same time. Like I really just want to tell you guys that, because like I feel like a lot of people don't understand why I don't play. So yeah, I'm not banned or some bullshit like that. Like I don't know who came up with that idea, but it's like something I read online. Like it was kind of funny to me. Like they were just talking about me because I'm in that one group. Like what the fuck? Who's this guy even? Expanded. What type of clan is that shit? Like come on, what a bobcat. But anyways, well there's she again. The fuck? How's she faster than me? Um, well that's just Epon for you. Just every boss scam for like desperate people. And I don't know why I mean, you guys maybe have heard of the auction house scams on Epona with the frost orbs. We kind of found the right people, I think. I don't want to say anything this because it's gonna be like crazy drama, but I just said it because I don't give a yeah, you really get the point. So the game's awesome and shit, but the community is awesome, and there's these several line groups. Two of them I actually made myself. And I mean, the most people don't even know I am in them, which is it's kind of nice.
Low, 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 low.